Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Hello everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Star Wars Rebels Season 3, Episode 14, Warhead. I'm your host Cleo, and with me I have John and Sam. Hello. Sup? We got his episode. I know, I'm so proud. I came up with that yesterday, and I wrote it down. I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
I thought I said that when
Did
we
you
watched
say
it.
Yeah.
Well, I put it in the tweet, so maybe I just stole your joke and was
I'll
going
be
to try to
calling
get
my
away with
lawyers.
it.
It's okay.
You did put it there. You are correct. Yep,
Yeah.
it's there.
I stole your joke, and I'm going to...
You can call my lawyer. It's fine.
Take credit for it.
I steal all your jokes, though. It should be no surprise.
Uh-huh.
So apparently, I don't know if they've said this before, but Zeb is Hera's chief of security. I don't know if that's a new title or if we just haven't heard that title before.
Could be either or. I felt like it probably has been a long-standing thing, but they're like, okay, here's what we'll state this specifically. So I was like, okay, fine.
I can imagine that it was like Hera gave him more responsibilities around the base, and he's like, I need a cool title. You have to give me a cool title, or I won't do any of these things you're telling me to do.
I could see that too. Or I can at least see him grumbling. I don't know about specifically about that, but I can see him grumbling.
I mean, I was hoping for chief of staff because he had the staff, but, you know.
Right?
Make a pun out of it.
Is that 2 on the nose for Hera? I think it is.
Probably.
Sounds like
she
something...
doesn't quite have that sense of irony or humor. She's very serious, but I love her for that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like something Chopper would say, and everyone would ignore him.
Exactly. That's accurate.
So, hello, Chopper. We get AP5 in this episode again.
Yeah.
I just feel like every droid is just a giant sassbot. Like, he's
That's
so
how I like him.
dry and sarcastic and just an asshole.
I know, and you know what's great is he's got that slightly bored, like, okay, kind of like almost Alan Rickman-esque Snape tone going to him, and it works so well. He's like, oh god, I have to deal with you idiots. But it works really well. Or Jeremy Irons' Scar, like, I'm surrounded by idiots.
He reminded me of the robot from, who is voiced by Alan Rickman, the robot from, you know what I'm talking about. With Arthur Darvill. No, not Arthur
Why
Darvill.
can't brain?
Oh my god, I cannot. Martin Freeman in a robe.
Why can't I think of the name of it?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh my god, that was embarrassing.
Thank you. God, that sucked. Why did we do that?
I have not read the book or seen the movie, so I couldn't help either.
Movie's
Sorry.
great. Basically a depressed robot voiced by Alan Rickman. That's sort of the vibe I got from his voice. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yes. So AP5's like, how exciting. I'm gonna go take inventory of this entire base. And like both Chopper and Zeb are just like, no. Anything No.
Well, I like how Zeb puts it to him, and he's like, well, you could go do this, or you can come help me. And then Chopper's like, oh, okay, fine.
I love
like,
it.
No, well, because he's like, Chopper, where are you? And he's like, oh, no, I'm coming with you. I don't want to do this.
And Chopper's just complaining. He's throwing his hands in the air. As soon as AP5 comes up, he silently turns around and follows Zeb, just like without a word.
And he's just like, zoop. He's like, yep, I'll go do this. That's fine.
I'll come out with you into the desert. That sounds more enjoyable than this. So Zeb and something, they thought it was a meteor, something like fell or whatever from the sky, and so Zeb is like, oh, thank God, something interesting, because they're like, we can send a squad out, and he's like, no. Please let me do
I'll
something
go deal with it
interesting.
myself.
Yeah. And they find a random droid that they can't identify that's probably Imperial.
Mm-hmm.
And so Zeb's big idea is, let's take it back to our secret base. Okay. There's
Which
mistake
I'm like,
number one.
oh, this isn't gonna go well.
No, of course not.
It's like, no! And I'm just realizing now that this takes place ahead of time. I'm just like, oh my god, the Pro Droids and Empire Strikes Back! But motherfucker! Oh, excuse me. Those things were not nearly as nasty as this thing. Those Pro Droids are nothing compared to what this thing was, but I'm sure we'll get into that. So.
And I mean, yeah, and the probe droids are not meant for the kind of infiltration that these droids are.
Yeah.
Like, these droids are meant to blend in, be very innocuous, and then all of a sudden, whoop!
But then, like, I'm gonna kill you. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Craziness.
Did you guys watch the Rebels Recon for this episode? Per chance?
I never do, and I really should, because I like Andy Gutierrez, and I never watch it. It's terrible.
Yeah, well, anyway, they did explain that, I forget the model of droid that he is.
I didn't write
spy
it down.
droid. Whatever. Well, they said one thing is, like, if had they known, they would have made him look more like, what's his name? K2.
Oh!
That makes sense.
They didn't know. He's more based on an early drawing of C-3PO, funny enough.
Right.
You know what? I knew he looked familiar. I have seen those drawings.
No.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, that's what Zeb is. Like, that he's an early concept drawing of Chewbacca.
Of Chewie, yeah.
It. Right, so they changed it over time. And now the name is escaping me, and I feel like such a bad Star Wars fan. What is the person who did all the artwork originally? Oh my god, what's the matter?
I don't know.
I can't think of his name. What's the matter with me?
But
well, in any case,
anyway, so that person, but yes, he was, and it was that drawing, that concept, which that face is very much off of like the Metropolis, classics, film. But like Anthony Daniels himself said, it was that face that kind of captured him and wanted to play C-3PO. But that's what they kind of modeled this droid after, and I thought that was very cool. Yeah,
and then the other crazy thing about it is that these droids are actually outlawed by the Imperials.
Ooh.
Because,
wow.
Yeah, and Thrawn used them illegally,
Nice.
even by the Imperial standards, because of that, as we found out, proton warhead mounted in them. Yeah. They are too dangerous to be used normally.
That's not a good thing.
No. So Thrawn's bending the rules quite a bit. Well, actually, just completely breaking the rules to get his way. So, I don't know. He's pretty desperate, I'd say.
Desperate, but I feel like in the end, if the ends suit the means, then I feel like it's going to be like, all right, well, I'll consider that a success, and then I did what I had to do, and that's that. So.
Yeah. I mean, I get his reason for doing it, but Jesus Christ, you just lost a Star Destroyer over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't even care.
Well, I don't know that he expected one of them to come back and detonate, but yes. But, but again, that just shows you how, how much he's thinking long-term into the future, because he's like, yes, I did that, but he considers that a small sacrifice for the fact that he's, now narrowed down the star systems where they could be hiding, and I'm like, oh, shoot.
Which is very
I thought for
scary.
sure he would know a little bit more specifically where they were. I was going, okay, he doesn't quite know where they are yet, but he's getting closer. That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's
I
very
think Chopper
scary.
Base is getting found.
I think so, too. I think so, too.
Also, I just looked it up. Name of the artist that I should have known. Ralph McQuarrie, who did the original concept art in 1975, and they drew a lot of that inspiration, and they were able to do what they did. But he did a lot of that concept art for George Lucas originally.
Yeah, and they've done that many times in this show. Just did it with the Imperial Super Commandos, too, where they based that off of Boba Fett's original drawings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
they did a lot of
many
that for
times.
The Force Awakens as well. They
Oh.
did start first, but they also drew upon older concept art that was never used, and that's cool. So they're like, all right, let's go back to the beginning, so I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
So.
But Thrawn's narrowed it down from how many ever star systems to 93 planets. So it's forget systems. He narrowed it down to planets.
So he's getting there.
Yeah.
He considers that success, and I was like, oh no.
And I mean, you kind of see how Callus is nervous, like seeing that he's narrowed it down. And it's so creepy the way they did that scene too, with like the blue light turning red.
Red.
And
it's like
red
all
on Thrawn's face.
And I was like, oh god, they're getting closer.
Yeah. Yeah. So bringing back this random droid you know nothing about to your secret base is mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is turning him on. As soon as he's like, oh yeah, let's boot him up, and they start talking to him, they're like gonna use him. I'm like, oh no. What are you doing?
Well, I thought it was pretty funny at first, where he's like, hey, he's better at your job than you are, kind of thing. That I found amusing.
Hilarious. Because he was, to be fair.
Yep.
But it wasn't, the scans were not for infantry, they were for espionage, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They realize that quickly, and they're going, oh my god, what do we do?
Yeah. And,
but I also like this, like, literally, also speaking of Agent Callus, like Zeb goes and gets that message from him, and then he's going, oh no, and he runs back. By the time they figure it out, it's too late, and it just, the thing turns it, and I was like, when they show that, how like, oh, by the way, these things look fairly innocent, but actually they can do this, I'm going, oh crap, this thing's like a killing machine, that's so bad, and I was like, oh my god, so.
Because it really did look innocuous, because they brought it back, and I was like, yeah, even if it's bad, like, what can it really do? And
exactly,
then
and then I was like, oh no, wait, there's more to this thing. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. And it was really...
I mean, it gave Zeb a run for his money, so.
Yeah, it really did. And the thing was so freaky, because it was like a Terminator, aliens, like, hybrid, and the whole, like, chase was laid out like a horror movie, almost. Because it was chasing them, and then, you know, they regrouped, had a plan, and then they chased it.
Eating other droids.
Yeah. They just twice turned a corner and found, like, a half-dismantled droid, and it's just like, you were cannibalizing these droids. Very, very freaky.
Yep. And I was scared, too, because Chopper's, like, he goes up to it twice, and he's, like, goes to zap it, and I was like, Chopper! And he goes, and he throws him. I was like, oh my god,
I was like, stop hurting Chopper.
But I was like, whoa! Chopper's like, zzz. I was like, oh, this isn't gonna go good, because it turns around, I was like, what are you doing? I was like, oh my god, don't hurt him! And he throws him. I was like, okay, he's a droid, he can live through that, it's fine.
And I love when they send Chopper out as bait, and Chopper's just like, bow, 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 bow.
He's like, come over here! Yeah. And he's like, oh my god, fast the other way! And he starts running. Yep, oh my god.
Chopper's the best.
Later!
Yeah. And actually, I really love that Zeb came up with this idea. Also, this idea killed a lot of people.
Right. Well, as soon as they
back.
got it, I was like, please do this. I was like, so, anyway. But.
Yeah. As soon as we found out there was a bomb in the thing, I was like, oh, just don't let them blow up Chopper Base, please. Just don't let them blow everybody up.
And, like, you can blame Zeb a little bit for this whole debacle, but, like, at the same time, like Callus said, if this thing doesn't report back...
Yeah, no. That was
it's over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I was really impressed when Chopper froze it, and I was like, ooh, that's good. Okay, so he bought them some time, and then I thought... But then I knew all along, because Kyle said, yeah, if it doesn't report back, I was like, we'll just send it back and then let it explode there. Which is what they did. Yeah. So I was like, yes, that's a good idea.
Right. I mean, so I feel like even though this is pretty bad, and I think Zeb needs to tell Hera, if he doesn't, I'm going to smack him. But
he's gonna.
It's probably the best it could be, given the circumstances, right?
Yeah.
I don't see a better scenario for this.
Unless you could have wiped him somehow. But then they would have known.
And even then,
they
still would have known.
They would have known which planet he came from. So.
So, right, this is probably best case scenario.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
He's gonna tell her. Hera's like a hound dog. She's like, she knows when you're lying.
She'll figure it out.
Yeah. He'll tell her.
But I also love that.
I'm sorry, ship mommy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like that it was like he like has these like no, I hesitated because that was actually a good idea.
Yeah,
I was like,
I love that. I was
like,
surprised
yeah,
you came
dying
up with
laughing.
it.
I was
The
like,
utter
yeah.
savagery.
Yeah, just
I was like, oh, that was mean, but it's hysterical at the same time.
Yeah.
It's funny.
yes, this episode was nice and, concise. It had its plot. Did it well.
Mm-hmm.
Presented it cleanly. Clean boys.
We got a droid episode.
Huh?
The droid episode.
Yeah. A droid and
This is kind of their. This is kind of their R2D2 and C3PO. So.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
Jerky.
Yeah. You guys have anything more to say about this episode before I talk about next episode?
I don't think so.
Zeb opened the staff.
Zeb did open the staff.
Again, but I would just say most people would probably, maybe this is being a little not very flattering of Zeb, but like a filler episode, but I didn't feel that way. I felt it was very succinct. It was well executed. Felt like there was tension, and I enjoyed it overall. So even though it wasn't as, plot driven, that's fine. I still found it to be a good episode. Yeah. And again, at the end, you get that kind of warning trepidation of Thrawn figuring out where they are little by little. So yeah, there is that.
Yeah,
so
and it feeds into the plot. This is Thrawn's, mission.
Oh, sure.
Put them out, and
he's plotting along, and he's got plans, and he's gonna figure out where they are if it kills him. So,
and I hope Zeb learned a lesson from this too. Be a little more careful with where random droids that fall out of the sky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair to him, he wanted to go investigate, figure it out. When Han and Chewie went out on Hoth, they're just like, no, we gotta blow this thing up. He said it right off the bat. Well, if it isn't friendly, whatever it is, come on, let's go check it out. And they just blew it up, or self-destructed. But whatever, same difference. They knew. Shoot first, ask questions later kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Zeb wanted answers.
Wanted answers. Yeah. To his credit, because normally he's the other way, so I give him credit for doing that.
Exactly,
sure.
He was responsible. Plus, if he had just blown it up, again, the Empire would have just come and been like, this droid didn't report back. Suspect.
Are they?
So, next episode is Trials of the Darksaber. To help recruit her people to join the rebels, Sabine reluctantly agrees to learn to wield an ancient Mandalorian weapon, but finds the challenge more difficult than expected.
I'm super excited. That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and
it's gonna be great. Kanan's gonna put her through the ringer.
Exactly, and that I think is a unexplored relationship there. The Sabine and Kanan. So, be nice to see them working together. Because
if you guys watch the trailer, he's not going easy on her.
No, I mean I don't expect him to, and he shouldn't.
No.
He can take it,
but he expects a lot from her, and I think we all will. So I think that's why he's going to do it the way he's going to do it. She expects a lot from herself. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm actually. This is the episode I'm the most excited for. Forget everything that's happened this season. Next episode is the one I'm most excited for.
What's I forget? Oh, I just wanted to I brought this up before to you guys, but again, I keep thinking about it. But it is a Rogue One spoiler. Could I bring it up, or should I just not do it?
How? Spoiler.
It's a spoiler related to specifically the Darksaber.
Oh yeah, we can mention that. I think we talked. Did we talk about it?
We
talked about it amongst ourselves. We didn't mention.
Okay,
it.
we did. I think we can mention it. It's not that.
Okay. Well, just that. I mean,
it's an Easter egg, if anything.
But basically, they're going through Imperial things, and at one point, something that comes up is Black Saber.
Project Darksaber, I thought it was.
And I was like, well, wait a minute. I was like, what is that? So that's mentioned in Rogue One, so I find that interesting. And then we have now references to the Darksaber, which, we'll see what that comes about. So I'm very interested to see if we will find this thing later on in the later Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, honestly, and it could just be an Easter egg where they're like, oh, let's just mention it here. But honestly, if Sabine is wielding this against the Empire, if she's rallying the Mandalorians behind the Darksaber, you know, the someone in the Empire might be like, I can make that. I can make a Darksaber. Watch me. So
yeah, or if they somehow got their hands on it themselves and they have it, and then what becomes of this thing later on? Like, where is it? You know, kind of thing. So, yeah, all of those questions are, you know, just, you know, I'm like, ooh. So I couldn't help it when I heard that specifically in the movie. I'm going, wait, what? What did you just say? Hang on. So, but you're right. It could just be an Easter egg. But anyway, I just couldn't help but bring that up again because, especially given what we're going to explore with her and the Darksaber, so I'm very excited.
Yeah. So that's not really a spoiler for Rogue One. That's okay to say. So,
okay.
Thank you guys. John, where can they find you?
You can find me at No More on Twitter.
Sam.
Oh, you guys can find me at Like Leia on Twitter and Instagram.
And you can find me at Cleomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest. And you can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, video games, and movies. Until next time. Bye, guys. Darksaber!
Good outro.